Testing. We're good. Okay. Hello. Hi. Hi. I am. I'm just kind of chilling right now. I'm a little more calm. Maybe. Hold on. I gotta change this too, because I want to go lay on my bed soon. But I'm gonna sit here for a second and just say hi. Say what's up to chat. Maybe I need to warm myself up. But for now, I'm just gonna say hi. So, hello, Arshan. I appreciate you stopping by. Hi, 2D Real. That's okay. The fact that you still wanted to say something, I'm very happy you did. It's okay, Fire. I appreciate you being here too. So thanks for saying hi at least. Hi, Danielle. I appreciate you being here too. And Iblis. Hello, Iblis. My cute little Iblis. I'm always forever grateful when you're here too. Blah. Don't blah. Don't blah me. I'm gonna blah you. Hi, Jelly. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Pokeboy. I appreciate you being here too as well. It's very nice to see you. Your older sister stopped? Well, hi, 2D Real. I'm forever grateful that you have a chance to be here. If, by the way, if it seems like well, I will say this, if they ever join my live stream, I don't ban based off of like arbitrary whim. Like if you tell me someone's like, you need to ban him, you need to ban them. No, I give everybody a fair chance in my community between my Discord servers and my live stream. But if they really start crossing boundaries of other people or crossing boundaries of myself, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, you're out of here, bub. You're out of here, buddy. That's actually very similarly to if Blue Hand shows up and the Crimson Checkpoint or the Scarlet whatever joins, and if they acknowledge Blue Hand, then I'm going to time them out because I want to make sure we can respect each other's boundaries, including my own, of course. That's the important part to help cultivate a respectful chat. Hi, Iblis. I appreciate you being here. What's up? What's up? Hello, Neoday. I appreciate you being here too. And hello, Blitzian. I appreciate you being here as well. Thanks for stopping by. I get me sister to stop. Very good. I'm happy that your sister at least stopped being... I would probably say a bully. It sounds like they're being kind of a bully, and I don't really like the sound of that. So it's good that they at least that they know to kind of stop when they have to. Okay, I'm on my bed now. I've been on my bed, but you know, I'm just a little more on my bed now. So hi, yeah. You are now my favorite YouTube father / mother. Well, I do appreciate that a lot, Real. I do try to be a person that tries to help be there for you all the best I can. Sometimes it's a little tough to be able to try to like relate or cultivate a sense of like positivity to you all. Like today, for example, I don't know. I just been kind of, I guess I've just been weary about things. Like the recent conversations I've had about the whole like, oh, you know, minors in my community, minors in Discord and all this kind of stuff. This gets scary and daunting when you think about it. Because me personally, I'm trying my best to really cultivate that I'm not like a weirdo, if that makes sense. We're just here to just have a good time and enjoy each other's company and time. That's why I like the live stream personally, because I want to find new people where I can help cultivate an environment where they can feel respected and comfortable. That's very, very important to me. And if anything, usually kids need that sense of respect and comfort. So I want to try my best to ensure that I can be there for you all wherever I can. It doesn't matter what your age is. We're here to just be here for each other and just enjoy each other's company and time. Like, it doesn't really matter what age you are. We're just here to enjoy each other's time. And I know I'm repeating yourself at this point because I don't really have much not mental capacity, but like my energy right now is kind of lower. It will probably go a little bit higher once I start like really getting into the swing of things. But there's one thing I need to do real quick. I need to take off my flannel. I thought it was gonna be a lot hotter. I thought it was gonna be a lot hotter. Excuse me, a lot colder in my room, but it's actually not. So I need to take off my flannel. Otherwise, I'm going to burn up and die, and I don't want that to happen. Anyways. Armand Sentia. Good morning, Armand Sentia. I appreciate you being here. I don't think I've ever met you before, but regardless, I'm forever grateful that you have had a chance to come across my live stream and have a chance to say hi. So, hello. If anything, chat, I think I'm really only gonna live stream for like an hour, as I usually do. I may try to live stream tomorrow, but I also have to, I think I closed Saturday, if I recall correctly, and I need to do an event tomorrow because I don't want to do an event Sunday. I want to kind of make Sunday my rest day and just relax. So I need to figure out the stuff like that. And also in terms of my Discord stuff, I haven't really like done like a Discord whatever this week, or even technically a VR chat event this week. But at the very least tomorrow, I want to try to do the random event the chill event, and we all just vibe and have a good time, you know? So that's the important part for me. But for the time being, I'm here with a live stream, and I want to say hi to you all lovely people. Hi, Sam Slia. Hi, Sam Slia. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I definitely sense the lesser energy compared to other streams. Still listening. Yeah, I mean, I probably will pick myself back up potentially, but right now I'm just kind of chilling and vibing. Well, part of it is because I ran today, and that did expend a lot of my energy. But also, I was playing Marvel Rivals, and that was kind of like, it was kind of some really subpar matches, and it kind of brought my mood down. But it also exhausted me because Marvel Rivals does demand a lot of attention and energy in order to like fully perform. But I could feel myself like in the last couple matches, I was not performing as I should. So I really had to get off and then take a shower and took a nap, and then now here I am, ready to live stream to you lovely people. So, hi. I may act childish, but I'm 18. Iblis, you do not act childish. You are a very, very well established adult. I will say this much. You act more mature for people your age than other people that I know that are similar to your age, if that makes sense. In other words, I know some 18-year-olds that are absolute immature children, but you are definitely not one of them. Ooh. I Adrian, or Jacko Moon, Jacko's son, or Reese, or whatever you want to be called. I appreciate you being here. Ooh. Because he feels more comfortable with. Who's a We Are Facts? Oh. Why? Oh, I missed you. I'm sorry, We Are Fox. I apologize. I legitimately missed what you said. Oh, and then there's Roman Strong 4545. Hi, Roman Strong 4545. If you're 9, technically speaking, I can't stop you being here. Like, I could, YouTube technically has like algorithms or whatever to try to like snuff you out, because technically speaking, you have to be at least 13 to utilize YouTube. Like, that's just like American law or whatever. And I'm sure other like countries have a similar enforcement as well. But I mean, if you want to be here, it's not like I intend to like stream rated R stuff to anybody. I'm a person that wants to make sure I cultivate a good environment with my live streams no matter what. Anyways, going back to what We Are Fox said, why is my avatar a girl? Is that what you said? Why is your character a girl? That's actually a really good question, believe it or not, because there was a point in time when I broke up with my VR girlfriend. I was high, wearing full body tracking, and listening to music, and there's a particular avatar world that you can go to kind of search up all sorts of different avatars. Now, there is a button you can press called Random Avatar, where it sifts through like the millions of avatars that avatar world has. And I was just doing it like, coming across random characters. Like at one point in time, I was Boba Fett. I've tried experimental characters. I've tried, like demo Abbies. I've tried all this kind of stuff. Until one day, I landed on this particular avatar. Now, not this exact one, mind you, but it looks extremely similar to this. Now, for those of you who don't know, in the very beginning, when I first started my VTubing career, or my YouTubing career, a lot of my videos that I did way in the beginning was that public avatar. That avatar, to this day, is still available in Prismic Avatar Search. I will not say how to get it, but if you do find it, then, more power to you. But people can distinct that avatar from what I am these days, because first off, I have a white shirt. That avatar doesn't. And second, that avatar has face track. That avatar doesn't have face tracking, but this one does. So, like, you wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. If anything, that's how I can distinct it. But to answer your question, like, when I landed into this avatar, that public avatar I just told you all about, like, it really clicked with me. It really just made me feel a better understanding of, like, myself per se. It's kind of weird to explain. It's kind of hard to explain, but overall, it felt like me. And of course, I always say this. I know in real life I'm a male, and I'm also heterosexual. But in VR, like, this is an escape from reality. I can be whatever I want, so I may as well, I guess I may as well just be a female. So the truth of the matter is, like, I either go by he or her. It doesn't really matter how you want to interpret me. If you want to call me a guy, that's fine. If you want to call me a girl, that's fine too. Whatever makes you feel comfortable in this regard. So I hope I answered your question at least. Why the slow mode? So I don't have mods, and the reason why I put slow mode is because I want to make sure, well, first off, at the same time too, I yap a lot. Sometimes to help explain one point a chatter may make may take me upwards of like sometimes 3 to 5 minutes. So during that time, if someone, let's say, spams, then I may just lose a very large portion of the chat, and people who are genuinely trying to ask questions or actually try to engage with me or other members may get lost in some random spam that some people might do. Now, the answer to that is like, well, why don't you just moderate that person, kick them or ban them? Yeah, that's all well and good, but when I'm yapping like this, I'm not looking at chat. I'm looking at myself and just talking and saying what's up and trying to answer questions. So sometimes it's just more than enough for someone to come in and like basically like really flood the chat with a bunch of random gobbledygook that I cannot basically filter through properly. So slow mode makes it so people can't just randomly spam constant things. Like they have to now wait 11 seconds. And I evaluate the times accordingly. My last live stream was actually 10, but live streams before that it was 15. Excuse me, I don't know. There's something in my throat. But to answer your question, the slow mode allows me to catch up with chat because sometimes I go on really long tangents and I want to make sure that I don't have to like really catch up. And also I don't have mods, so I need to like kind of like take my time with stuff and make sure I read things thoroughly to ensure that I acknowledge everything that's coming my way. Hello, Roman Strong again. You're cooking rice? Very good. Nice, Armand. Can I have some of it by any chance? I would like to have some rice personally. Are you free on Sunday? Neo Day, honestly, this Sunday is going to be my rest day because I don't know what like has been wrong with me this whole week. Like I really haven't just felt like honestly like making content or, you know, even just community building. Like I don't know if I'm like partially burnt out right now. I might be. But I'm going to make sure I make this Sunday my rest day. Now, granted, I'm going to host a chill event tomorrow because the chill events, we just go to a world. I get to meet, you know, my lovely community, and we're just relaxing and having a good time and doing a bunch of goofy, silly things. I'm very thankful when I had the chance to be able to do that with my community. But overall, Saturday, I believe I close work, so I can't do anything on Saturday. And Sunday's my day off, I believe. So I just want to make that my rest day for now. This means that I'm not really going to see anybody. I'm not going to, like, probably even talk to my Discord server, so I'll watch, but I won't really participate. Overall, it just means for me that I'm going to take that, like, that mental health day, basically, to not feel any obligations, not have anything that I have to be anywhere, and overall just focus on myself. So that's, this Sunday, I'm not available, unfortunately. No gifts? Hi, Jonah TM. I appreciate you being here. I don't know what you mean by no gifts, though. Could you please elaborate there? I believe it's okay to be childish as an adult, just in certain aspects of control. And, you know, I absolutely agree. Like, I act like a freaking child all the time, and I'm 29 years old. But at the same time, too, it's kind of like know when you should have your serious and you should have your silly side. Because if you kind of confuse the two when one should be more prominent than the other at a given moment in time, all you're really doing is potentially causing, like, you know, how would I explain it? You're basically, like, it's a matter of reading the room, and you have to just make sure that you have the appropriate, like, mood at the appropriate time. Right now, like, I could be serious and silly whenever I want. This is my live stream. Like, I can do whatever I so please. But right now, with my lower energy, I'm just kind of chilling and chatting and saying hi to you all. And overall, just taking the time to be able to say what's up, meet new people, and overall, just have a time where we can all be here with each other and just enjoy the time on this random Thursday night. And frankly, I loved it. I'm very, very thankful, and I was actually looking forward to live streaming today. Granted, I did not realize how bad my energy would tank, but I'm still here. I'm still in it to win it, and I want to make sure that I can be here the best I can for as long as I can, which is usually like an hour. So we'll see what the live stream goes for. I hope I can just last. I hope I can be here for you all. That's the most important part to me. Hi, Davina Angel. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. According to my calculation, it's more YouTube's fault. YouTube's fault in relation to what? It's been a year since I made my first video. Congratulations, Adrian Reese. I'm very happy to hear that. Have you, I haven't really looked at your content, but you should continue making more content if you haven't already. Please make more. I encourage that. I always encourage people to make more content. I want people to feel like if they have a creative mind for this stuff, then just do it. Just try your best. And you know what? Evaluate your own content, see how you can improve upon it, and overall just make it a positive feedback loop. I'm always reevaluating my content. I'm always watching my live streams. I want to be able to find a way to be able to just be better and better every single time. Does that always happen? No, but I like to be able to see where I can maybe be more concise in my speaking or figure out how I can accentuate my points even further still with just the right words. There's speech and, you know, talking in general is a very, very robust thing. There's a lot of different ways you can accentuate the same point across to other people. However you do it is what makes you a very alluring person. And I like to hope at the very least the way I weave my words is tantalizing enough for you all to listen to, at the very least. Yeah, a lot of girl avatar out there just like the one you like. Yeah, and honestly, this avatar base, it's called Rindo. My right controller is doing right controller things already. This avatar base right here is called Rindo. And the way Rindo avatar is very popular because of Fillion. For those of you who don't know who Fillion is, she's a very, very big female VTuber. And her avatar that she mostly used is the base avatar of Rindo. This avatar right here, like the 3D model, like the actual like girl, is Rindo. And what people do, they add accessories like pants or shirt, or maybe change up the hair, or maybe add galaxy whiskers. You can do whatever you want with the avatar once you have it, but the hardest part when it comes to actual avatar making is the actual model itself. That is why a lot of people outsource and go buy things like on Booth, or I forgot what the other one was, but they would go on like Booth. They would buy the model and then they would dress up the model with whatever outfits or accessories they may buy for it. Because then, you know, it makes it you. It makes it who you are. Now, me personally, I stumbled upon this avatar and I just loved it at first sight. And even to this day, after 10 months later, I really don't see any changes that I want made. I love this avatar 110%, and I think I'm going to love it for the very long foreseeable future. I think at some point, I do want to try to get more outfits, but as of right now, I'm still chilling. This is a lovely avatar, and I very much appreciate it so. I'm very grateful to the avatar creator who's helped me out in finding the ability to be able to just have this amazing avatar and just be able to present myself to you, my lovely audience. Can I get rid of my? I can't get rid of my Abby. Not that like it became. You're right, Iblis. Like this is my VR chat identity too, and I'm not opposed to it. Like if someone looks at me and points to this particular avatar, my left hand decided to just absolutely tweak out. Left hand. Thank you, left hand. This avatar is who I am. This is my virtual me at this point, and I accept it for what it is. Yes, I get it. It's an anime girl, and I know I'm not an anime girl in real life, let alone a girl in the first place, but this is the internet. I'm here to just escape reality. I'm here to just enjoy myself with you all and just have a good time doing it. I don't have to ever sit here and just have people like look at me and be like, ah, female avatar, male and female avatar. In fact, after I finished live streaming, what was it on? Was it on Tuesday? I think it was on Tuesday. Yeah, after I finished live streaming on Tuesday, I actually went out to VR chat bars, and I went to the Black Cat, and I joined this smaller world where there was this particular guy that came up to me, and long story short, he was just trying to make it sound like I can't wear female avatars unless like I identify as at least transgender, and he kind of set me off, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm just like, dude, you're invading my space. You're trying to shove whatever political blah 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 down my throat when I'm just trying to vibe. This is a fucking video game. This is virtual reality video game. It doesn't matter what I pick or my choices or anything. Who cares? Like, this isn't going to impact the world. This isn't going to impact life. We're just here. We're just here to have fun, enjoy each other's company and time, and overall just escape reality. That's what the internet is made for, to escape reality. Now, granted, I know you can't fully escape it because of social media and news articles and all this kind of stuff. But if you think about it, you scrolled up onto me and you're here right now just to kind of forget, just to escape, just to like put the world aside just for just a second. just 1 second, or in this case 1 hour, because all I really want to do is just be here with you all. Forget about things, you know, reminisce, laugh, have good times. We can have deep conversations, good thoughts, good questions, all this kind of stuff. I do this because I just want us to escape from reality, and just for a moment, just for one brief moment, to forget. That's it. I'm very thankful that you're here. And I know I'm not still in the best of moods. In fact, that's probably that one thing that happened that one time a couple days ago is probably why I'm still not in a good mood. But I will still try my best. I consider myself a leader, and I want to make sure I can lead the charge to be here for you all wherever I can. Even if I'm not in the highest of energies, I'm still here. I want to help escape reality with you together. And we'll do it. We'll only achieve that if we just make it happen. So, truly, I appreciate you all being here. Random spandom? Random spandom. Well, that's why I had the slow mode on after all, to avoid the spam that may potentially happen. Hi, Patrimenia? Hi, Patrimenia. I appreciate you being here. I kind of went on a long tangent, and I'm sorry if I'm like kind of falling behind on regarding chat, but I'm still I'm just trying to catch up right now. I apologize. Are you gonna start streaming events again? I might actually. I've thought about it. Because one of my most important things that I want to do, where's my, hello? I had, oh, you're back. One of the most important things I'm trying to do, it was back for a second. My left-hand controller is still doing crazy things. I want to try to restream events again because I want to be able to show to the YouTube side what my Discord community is all about. Now, granted, oh, jeez. I hate this left pro controller. Where's the thing? You back? Jeez. No, don't do that. Okay, I understand, but like right now my thing isn't here at all. It's over there? Why is it over there? Get over here, you silly. You what a silly thing, you know? Anyways, yes, I do want to try to restream I do want to try to restream my events. I will probably do like subscriber only because I don't really want new people to come and see those events. I actually want my subscribers mostly to see it, and you guys kind of chill and have a good time. I have done some experimentation to see how I can maybe potentially what is it? Like actually talk to chat and find moments to talk to chat so I can make sure I can be there for them just as much as I am for my Discord community. Because for those of you who don't know, I used to run cafe events and I live streamed those, and that was really intense. Like that was way too much for me. That's why I stopped doing it. But I'm kind of feeling sort of comfortable enough to just do it again. So maybe I should probably try again, honestly. Hi Danielle, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Dang, I just need someone for an intro skit. I'm sorry, Neo Day. I don't even think I'm gonna make any content on Sunday because I'm just like, I just really just want to I don't know, relax. I feel kind of burnt out with content creation. And granted, I'll probably make a shit ton on Friday in anticipation for Saturday closing, but I still just want to try to take a break. Like, I love my community. I love the people who come and, you know, say hi and all this good stuff, but I still just want to make sure I be there for myself. Dear boy. I am a boy indeed. About the live stream thing. I see. I understand what you're talking about. Why is he a girl? Because I'm wearing a female avatar. I can decide to wear a female avatar. That's what I was kind of going about. This is, after all, a video game, so I can wear whatever I so please. But to answer your question, I landed into this avatar one time when I was doing random avatar searching, and I stumbled upon this one, and I love it so. So this is where I am right now with this one. Hi, Joseph McGuire. I appreciate you being here. Armand, what would you like to tell me? I'm very curious. I don't know. I guess he likes being an anime girl, but he's a boy. Yeah. If anything, that's it. Like, it feels comfortable being an anime girl in this game. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. In my opinion. Bruh. Hi. Yeah, I know her. Hi. Slow-mo's on. Yeah. Hi again. I'm just catching up, basically. What? Hello, Groundskeeper. Hello, Groundskeeper. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I have a small question for John. You prefer white or black scare on your eye? I don't know what you mean by scare. Like, are they scary? Are my eyes scary? Ooh. Could you elaborate for me, please, Iblis? The first words I hear down my throat. That's a wild, out of context way to join into the live stream. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a little bit lower energy right now. Usually I'm like yapping like crazy, but as of the moment, I really just want to chill. I think I'm talking a little more about myself maybe than I should, honestly. But I guess I kind of sort of need this for myself as well. So I kind of ask you all for a bit of patience, if anything, because I think I'm going to ramble a little more. And if anything, I hope that just helps me feel just a little bit better, I hope. Hopefully. Let me catch up with this. All right, I want to make sure that I'm caught up with things. Hi, Joseph McGuire. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Bye now. I got to go. Bye, 2D Real. Thanks for stopping by, even for just a bit. It's always appreciative of, I'm always appreciative when I see people come by. At the very least, you know. Do I love cheese? I think cheese is pretty good. My favorite cheese has to be, I would say it has to be, I like brie. I think brie cheese is really good. It's really like, brie cheese is more like, I would say like, it's more, oh, what is it? Creamy. That's it. It's not like, you know, like what you probably used to like deli cheese or whatever, where it's like kind of like, I don't want to say slimy, like sticky per se, but like this is, brie cheese is more creamy, and like you can use it to like spread your toast a lot easier and whatnot. Hold on, everybody. Pain. A little pain. So for everybody, out of curiosity, for those of you who must know, I actually bought something called a nasal dilator. I have a deviated septum, and it causes me breathing problems. So right now, I'm wearing a thing inside my nose that allows me to open my airways and actually breathe better. Right now, though, it's kind of hurting me, and I don't like that. But overall, it's pretty nice. It allows me to breathe properly, which I very much appreciate. But next year, I need to go to the doctor to try to figure out how to fix that deviated septum. Hi, Danielle Ramirez. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Ollie. I appreciate you being here, too. What are the events about? Are they like on RP? Hi, Want Apples. I appreciate you being here. No, the events that I host, well, first off, you can actually see that my previous live streams, if you look for anything called the cafe events, those are what my events are like. Basically, we get together, you know, we get people to come around, and we chat for a bit, we enjoy each other's time, and then we go off to Game Worlds to play some games, or we go see some scenic worlds, and we do all this cool stuff in order to just be here for each other. Now, that's the random events. The chill event is that we find a nice, spacious world with stuff to be done, and overall, we just enjoy each other's company and time. Like, we're having fun, chilling, having good conversation, and being there for each other. My events are more so focused on just providing good company, good conversations, and good fun. That is everything I want to stand for as a community leader, to be able to make you all feel comfortable and opening it up and just feeling accepted in a community. I don't ever want drama. I don't ever want cliques. I don't ever want sexual insinuation. That's an important one, by the way. And overall, I just want to make sure that we have a safe, respectful, but fun and vibing community. It's very, very important to me. And honestly, it turns off quite a few people because they're like, well, I can't like be a crazy gooner on your server. No, you can't. Because there's so much sexual insinuation everywhere in the world around us. At this point, that may as well just be real world topics. Because everywhere you look, sex sells so much. Sex is like running everybody's life like crazy, especially people my age, which is screwed up, honestly, because sex isn't everything. Human connection is everything. But unfortunately, all people look at it is like, oh, well, you look like a piece of meat, or you look like a hot piece of ass or whatever. And then ultimately, everybody's ooga booga neuron brains just go absolutely ape shit, no pun intended. And overall, just forget what it's like to look at other people as humans, not pieces of sexual pleasure, humans. And that's what I'm trying to change personally. And if at the very least in my own community, I want to make sure that we don't ever cultivate such an idea upon anybody whatsoever. But that's just my server personally. I appreciate it, Daniel Ramirez. I don't have that much energy myself either, so, but I'm still here too. Hi. I appreciate you being here though. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to see you. Love yourself. Hi, Finesse. I appreciate you being here. Yes, I very much do love myself, all things considered. Sometimes, it's a little tough sometimes. I feel like at times, maybe I'm a little too insecure for my own good, so I have matters of paranoia wash over my body. But, I'm usually pretty good at being able to handle my own emotions, especially now more than ever since I'm a VTuber. As a VTuber, I need to have a really good handle on my emotions, otherwise I potentially can say the wrong things at the wrong time, or have my insecurities dispelled out upon you all, and overall just not seem like a confident, stoic leader that I tried to be. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Sorry, water break. But I will make sure I try my best to lead with a matter of courage, bravery, positivity, hope. That's very important to me, and I want to make sure that I can convey that to you all the best I can. So, yes, I do love myself, but most importantly, I want to make sure you all love yourself. So, if you can do that for me, I'll be very grateful. And it's only my second one. Well, I appreciate you being here regardless, Joseph McGuire. No matter what the Bible says or what anyone has told you. I appreciate that, Finesse. Thank you. We're gonna continue to love ourselves. He's just too cute. Hello, Jordan Newton. Hello, Jordan Newton. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry to say, I see so many different people and so many different faces that it's really, really tough for me to just remember names as distinctly as that, especially if they don't come around very often. So apologies, I don't totally remember you, but I'm very thankful that you find the opportunity to come back, and I'm very grateful that you're here. So thanks for stopping by. I'm so sad I was late. It's okay, Ollie. You don't have to be upset about it. God wants me to love myself, indeed. And I want to actually, my religious faith is Catholicism, so I do believe in God in that regard. But I won't delve too much into it because I technically don't like bringing religion into my chats because that unfortunately ties a lot into real world aspects as well. So, but I'm very thankful. I know God loves me, and I'm sure God loves every single one of you too. So, I'm very thankful for him a lot. Do you play Roblox? Hello, Jordan Ware. I appreciate you being here. No, I don't play Roblox. I don't have time for it. Like, me personally, the games that spend up most of my time is either Marvel Rivals, VR Chat, or Battlefield 6. At that point, Roblox just doesn't really fit in the schedule anywhere. So, unfortunately, I don't play Roblox personally. But at the same time, too, like, I don't really want to support Roblox, especially since they're so like adamant, especially the developers, the people who make the game are so adamant on the idea, kind of like doubling down on like not childhood safety, when I think that's a very important thing that we need to have in this modern day. So yeah, I don't really play Roblox, no. Anything stopping you from letting yourself give it Jesus, I appreciate that, Finesse, thank you. It is I, just me, I have returned. Welcome back, Jordan Newton. I appreciate you being here again. CJ Brown said hi. Hi, CJ Brown. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a chance to be able to just relax in this chat and just enjoy yourself for who you are. I always appreciate seeing new people, so thank you. The small scar on your eye is the color between black and white, so I don't know which one to take from you. Take black. I like the black one, honestly. The black of it is actually pretty cool. So that's what I'll say about that. Creamy is crazy. I mean, how else am I supposed to describe brie? Like, literally, everybody, look up brie cheese. It is a creamy cheese spread. That's what I'm talking about. You all have your minds in the gutters, and that's not good. Like, seriously, the fact that you feel like you have to mention it just tells me everything that I need to know. Come on, everybody. You can't let innuendos really run your life like that. Is that seriously how you all think? And it's kind of sad to say, but I'm pretty sure a majority of you would say yes. And honestly, in my opinion, excuse my French, even though I say French many times, that's kind of fucked up. Like, be there and be respectful for the person in front of you. Don't think everything has to be a sexual innuendo. Okay. I just want to make sure. I thought my room was going to come in or whatnot. I am dead today, yapping in a VC. I'm dead today too, Ollie, but I'm still here, and I'm very thankful that you are too. I play, so just like IRL gatherings, but in VR chat? Yes, exactly, Want Apples. And the nice thing about VR chat is that there's all sorts of games you can play. There's all sorts of cool worlds you can visit. And overall, just gives a really good chance to just chill, relax, vibe, and have fun with a community that you make and cultivate. I'm very proud of my community because we are very loving and very respectful. If you all want to join, then please, by all means, you can join my Discord server so you can keep in touch when I have VR chat events. And when you go into my Discord server, you can actually join the VR chat group that I have so that when I do host VR chat events, like I'm going to host one tomorrow for the chill event, then you have a chance to be able to be there and we just enjoy each other's company and time and have fun. So I don't really advertise my Discord that much, but it's there for everybody who wants to like be there. And also I guess my rollerbot does it too. So if anything, it's not like I'm not sitting here not advertising it. Someone is in some ways advertising it, and that's my rollerbot. Thank you, rollerbot. I appreciate you being here. You're a very stoic person at what you do. It's great to be back. I'm very happy that you're back, Jordan Newton. Thank you. I love this VTuber. He's cute. Thank you. I appreciate you calling me cute. We can't confirm nor deny, but we're raising your interest rate. Mossad agency? What the heck did I do? Why are you raising my interest rates? I didn't do anything wrong or bad to have my interest rates raised. But you know what? I'm gonna take it to court. I'm gonna fight it, and then I'm gonna be like, no! You can't raise my interest rates because I am an interesting person. Aha, aha. Anyways. La 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 la. What about pessimistic existentialists, though? Well, I don't really like the idea of pessimism being in my community. People can be pessimistic and people can be negative, sure, but we are trying to help cultivate a positive community. And I will say in my Discord server, I want to make sure we have a chance to be able to talk to each other and be able to support each other. That is where the positivity aspect comes in. But overall, people who are like want to be like negative about life as a whole, I'm gonna kind of like rag into that. Like, listen, everybody. Optimism and pessimism is completely your own choice. You can decide if you want to look at the world in a positive light or look at the world in a negative light. There is nothing literally like forcefully telling you to see the world in a certain way. It is a decision that you have to make. Do you want to be that person that always sees everything, in like gloomy, dreary, sad, upset, and overall just instill negativity upon yourself and potentially spread it upon others? Or would you take the chance to be daring? Would you take the chance to be brave and actually look at the good in life? Look at the positivities of whatever is around you. Like me personally, I'm very thankful that I can be in this room, even my real life room, even this avatar, even my full body tracking, even everything in between. I'm very thankful for the positives that I can look at, and overall, I try to make sure that I look at everything positively, even if something is stressful or emotional comes my way and it makes me think negatively. It's a mindset. It's a mental game. And if people just want to sit there and be pessimistic, then I'm going to try to figure out why. But overall, at some point, I may not just allow it to happen much further. I don't want other people to be down because someone potentially is maybe a little too depressed or upset for their own good. As much as I want to try my best to be there for people who maybe feel like they don't feel comfortable with themselves, I personally am not a therapist. I'm not licensed, I'm not any of this kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily my obligation to try to help be there for people who maybe are being a little too negative for their own good. And by extension, if I start to realize the people who are being negative are actually affecting others in the server or the live stream or whatever, then I hate to say it, and this may be harsh, but I'm gonna take appropriate action. And that means, I'm sorry, but my community is not for you. I want to be able to give a chance to people to feel seen and heard, but at the same time too, I can't have constant negativity coming in here. If you're coming negative and we have a chance to talk about it and you feel better after it, then good. That's a great thing. But if you continuously come in and be negative, even after many positive and supporting talks, then I have to make a decision. I have to make a choice. And usually that choice is just making sure I protect the peace of everybody else around. So that's my thought on it, at least. I don't ever want to deny opportunity to anyone, but how you conduct yourself is really whether you stay or not in regards to positivity or negativity. Ohio. Hello. I'm just gonna say J3K because I cannot read your name, but I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. It's me, the chaotic gremlin. Hello, David R. Clone. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. I gotta go. My internet is trash. Bye, Joseph McGuire. I hope you take care. Have a great day. It feels nice to be here. Well, I'm very happy that you're back, Jordan Newton, and feel comfortable and accepted in this community. I always just try my best to make sure I acknowledge every single one of you and make sure that you feel like you are accepted and you belong. So, what's up? But seriously though, I appreciate you all being here. Again, I'm still kind of lower energy. I'm actually kind of sort of picking up a little bit because this is just the nature of live streams. This is what they do for me. They help me feel a little more in tune with myself so I can talk to you all a little more comfortably, but I'm still kind of like negative energy really. Or like not pessimistic, like just lower energy if I do say so myself. Hi Up Syndrome Gaming. Hi Up Syndrome Gaming. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna hop on. Music's too tired to do a VC live engine. Also, I'm pretty sure you never said hi to me. I said hi to you, Ollie. In fact, weren't you one of the first ones here? I said it probably before you got in the live stream, but I'm pretty sure I said hi. But regardless, hi, Ollie. And if anything, bye, Ollie. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I prefer you call me just me. All right, I'll keep that in mind, and I'll call you just me. Thank you for the clarification. Hi, Nicholas Marino. Hi, Nicholas Marino. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, what up, cuzzo? Where can I join your Discord? Hello, David Rivero. Hello, David Rivero. I appreciate you being here. So, for those of you who may potentially want to join my Discord, there is... Unfortunately, I can't post links on like live streams because mobile users, and I guarantee you probably a good amount of you are mobile users right now because I'm doing like a short form live stream. If you want to join my Discord server, I have a link on my YouTube channel. So just click on my icon, look at my description, and I have only one link. I don't ever want any other link. Like technically I have a TikTok, but I won't even put that up there. I don't, nothing for Patreon, nothing for Instagram, nothing for whatever. All I have is one link, and that's my Discord server. With my Discord server, you join in, you read my 5 fundamental rules, and you agree to the rules that A, you understand my 5 fundamental rules, and B, you're at least 13 years of age, because my server is 13 plus, because I want to be able to make sure that I can be there for as many people as I can. Why 13 plus? Because technically speaking, the minimum age for Discord is 13. And there is like some matter where people are like, oh, you have a bunch of minors in your Discord server. I will say I have some of the most respectful and honestly like nice minors like ever. Like they're not crazy random brain rot children. They're not like, they're absolutely mindless or brainless or dumb or stupid. All the minors that I have in my server are actually really nice, really respectfable. And overall, I just want to make sure that I can cultivate a sense of positivity to every single one of them the best I can. Honestly, me telling that to myself really makes me feel a lot better. Because I will be extremely honest, I feel like my server has been mostly minors. And I think that turns off older people. And I have to think about a solution to that. But I don't want my solution to be, oh, I'm just going to have an 18 plus section in particular. Because then I'm partitioning off my community to certain people. If I really get big someday, then maybe I might have to do that. But I'm not there yet. And I don't want it to happen anytime soon. Like, anytime soon. I want to make sure everybody can just get along no matter what your age is. And I don't want to build cliques or groups or whatever. I just want to make sure we can all vibe. All enjoy each other and all have fun. I will talk to any person that wants me to talk to them. Now, granted, I'm a little mindful of you ping me a little too much because I want to make sure that I can keep my personal space. And also, if you join my Discord, please don't DM me too much. I will be okay with DMs when it comes to server-related matters, or even maybe just a little chat here and there, but like... Oh, honestly, I don't even maybe if I want to say that anymore, because if I say stuff like that, then people at some point in time will decide at least like once a day try to DM me, but I just don't like to respond. Because once I start responding to one person, and I start responding to another person, and I respond to another person, and next thing I know, I'm responding to like 10 people almost all throughout the given day. That overwhelms me. I can't have that happening. So I'm sorry if it seems like that. I will be more than happy to accept DMs for like server ideas and suggestions and all that good stuff, but in terms of like just chatting, I mean, you can chat with me on my Discord server. You don't have to DM me in that regard. And if you want to ping me, sure. Just be mindful of the pings that you do. And overall, I will try my best to be there for you all. I want to go to my Discord server and say hi, what's up whenever I can. Unfortunately, I get busy sometimes with work and whatnot, but I'm still working out the best I can. It's also, S. Graveman says, it's also about what you do instead of what you think sometimes. People call me an optimist sometimes because despite how much I think things are becoming worse in the world, I keep going on. And you know what? You're very right about that. I think I would say in that matter, it's just being able to look at the world and just accept it for what it is, but still try your best anyways. Like me personally, like I don't have to do any of this stuff. There are many different ways to be a VTuber. Like I can play just video games and then just, talk up a good storm and all that kind of stuff. I can decide to like be an 18 plus person and just like, make stupid little jokes and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But I decided personally, I wanted to be able to cultivate an environment where people feel hopeful, positive, that they can be lifted up and have a chance to be able to be something, like be themselves. I think that's very, very crucial to me. Hold on, I'm gonna do this because it's kind of weird because it's kind of messing up my flow a bit. So I'm gonna do that. I had to take out the nasal dilator. I'm like, it's kind of like it's weird. Like I'm thinking about the metal like rubbing in the inside of my nose as I'm talking, and it's really kind of like getting in my head. So it's kind of messing up my speaking. But actually, let me reread your question. In fact, what did you do instead of what you think sometimes? So how much thing? But you're right. Actually, the optimism can be made based off of decisions that you make within your day-to-day life. If you decide to take that approach where you want to be more positive to other people around you, then yes, of course, that's still being an optimist by its own right. Saying things is, I will say one thing, everybody. Talk is cheap. I will tell you that much. And actions always will speak louder than words. So making sure that you take the moment to show optimism through actions is one of the most important ways we're going to help cultivate a more positive environment around all of us, around everyone, to make sure that we can be there for each other and just spread a sense of hope, to be daring to see the world that we want. To dare the world to see it for what it could be. And I dare to see the world to be a positive place where we all can get along and have a great time. That's all I can really ask for, really. Hi, George. Did you just say just me? Hi, just me again. Hello. Hi, Nino. Nino? I'm gonna say Nino. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Is that, what kind of flag is that? Is that the, I want to say Finland, but I think that's absolutely wrong. Or Scotland? Hello, I'm Brazilian, bro. Hi, Vitor. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Brazilian? That's awesome. I always love talking to non-US people and just seeing where you all come from in different countries. Like, if you're a non-US person, like I honestly, like, I want to see, like, if you can for me, please, I want you to put in an emoji what your flag is, like what your country's flag is. Now, I'm in America, so that's pretty straightforward. We all know what an American flag looks like. But I want to see where you all are from, actually. Like, if you're a non-US, even if you're a US person, that's fine. You can put the American flag. But for the non-US people, I'm forever grateful that you have a chance to be here and just kind of basically be talking to someone that's overseas, many miles away from you, but you still have a chance to be connected as if we're just having one-on-one conversations with each other. I'm very grateful to have this chance to be here with you all. I really am. Furry Ke Adora Cafe. Hi, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hello. Okay, I see. There's one thing I'm willing to ask, however. Do you think ignoring the issues in the way for the sake of positivity is better than confronting the fucked upness of the world and trying? So, I will, actually, what apples? Want apples? That's a really good question, actually. Because it's really hard to avoid the real world matters that exist in life. I always say this. Positivity is idealistic. Negativity is realistic. And unfortunately, we live in a realistic world. So if you think about it, the way I describe it is like this. Let's say if you drive a car, if you do, or let's say you're a passenger to a car and a car accident happens. Now, by itself, that is so emotionally stressing, and it's going to cause a great deal of negativity to wash over anybody involved. It's really, that's a smaller scale, but then when you start looking at larger scales of like stuff related to the government and all this other kind of things, it's really hard to just try to see like, how can we tackle these problems head on? Some problems you can't tackle head on, like the grander macroeconomic scale and all this kind of stuff, we just can't. Like, none of us can really make that impact, and we can try our best, but we just can't. So what do you do in a situation like this? You acknowledge what the negativity is, but you always try to see a positive spin on it all. And it's worked for me so far because I am a for those of you who want to know, my particular job is that I am a grocery store retail manager, and I see negativity around me all the time, especially when it comes to customers. Oh, these customers sometimes, I'll tell you that much. But the mindset, the capability of being able to look at something and be like, yeah, that's negative. But and sometimes, to kind of add to your point, sometimes if I have a chance to make an impact upon it, then I will. I was talking about earlier when I was in the Black Cat and someone was trying to be like, oh, you can't wear female avatars because you got to be at least transgender. I'm heterosexual, by the way, so that's not, they're going to obviously go against me. They even went to the point, everybody, where they had a freaking avatar showing off crazy buzzwords as to why I can't do what I'm doing. That negativity, that fucked upness, like you mentioned, I will stand up to that and I will assert my dominance against that because that's disgusting. Because if he's doing that to me, who else is he doing that to? And that's not fair because all that's doing is making people feel bad about themselves. They find a really cute avatar to try to escape reality, and this guy wants to come in and just absolutely fuck up their day. No, I don't accept that. If I can counteract the negativity myself personally, I would. I stand and I lead the charge. I never, ever, ever want anybody to feel like that matters of insecurity or even negativism as a whole when it comes our way, that we have to sit there and just take it. Never. We stand up to it because you know what those kind of people are? They're bullies. And you never, ever, ever submit to a bully. Because then at that point, you're letting them win. You're being manipulated. You're being gaslit. You're letting all this stuff happen to you where you just can't be yourself. Someone's just trying to take that away from you. Don't ever, ever let anybody take away who you are. Because the moment they do, the moment you lose who you are, it's game over. It's really, really hard to get back, to know, understand, and see who you are. Maybe even sometimes to the point where you do something where you will never come back. Maybe you might get jailed. Maybe you might get hospitalized. Maybe you might die. All because you were under the strings of somebody else. So I'm telling this to every single one of you right now. If you potentially feel like there's someone really having a tight hold on you and you don't need that person in your life, please do me a favor and cut the strings. Be free, please. For me, I don't ever, ever, ever want to see people feel like they have to succumb to friends or significant others that are so way too toxic for their own good. It's not healthy. It's not right. You're your own person, and you should be able to be comfortable who you are. It's not fair. And if anything, I want to make sure that I can be the first person to tell you if you just need that. So be yourself, please. And if people can't accept you for who you are, then maybe it's time to find new people. Of course, David Ravino, I'm happy to give information where I can to get your way around it, especially if you're an extremely ambitious person, you want to enjoy life. But you simply cannot because of the philosophy that appeared in your life at some... Get your way around it. Oh, you were going on, I'm sorry. You're trying to get your way around it. And you know what? Listen, I mentioned it earlier, I can acknowledge negativity. The most important part is that I handle my emotions accordingly. This especially happens at work when customers are rather irate or angry and all this kind of stuff. However I handle my emotion and interpret those particular matters is how I'm going to instill that positivity where I can. In other words, I don't let their negativity try to put me into a negative state too. No. I stand above that. I stand better than that, and overall just shut down their stupid insecurities or their stupid little negative talks that they try to do against me, maybe patronizing tones, gaslighting, all this kind of stuff. And overall, just refocus everything on a matter of positivity. The way to do it, especially amongst other humans, is just see an insecurity, acknowledge what it is, and don't lean into it. Because once you do, you are falling into a manipulation tactic from that person. And you really shouldn't, because at that point, that person's going to be like, oh, I'm winning. I'm actually making valid points, so therefore, I should continue spewing my bullshit on you. No. If you ever have a chance where it doesn't compromise, let's say school, I'm saying responsibilities like school and job or whatever, stand up to that person and make sure you let them know that you will not take the bullshit they're trying to give you. Because the moment you do, again, you have a chance to potentially be manipulated, and then it just all goes downhill from there. Hello, I'm Brazilian He. Hi, Peter. I'm very happy that you're here. Black and white, the philosophy is letting you down is not the only signifier, whatever is good or bad. And that's fine. Let me read that again, actually. if anything, I want to make sure that I can acknowledge all sides of a perspective because I don't want to just sit in ignorance of a certain particular matter. I'm a very, very thoughtful person. I overthink a lot. Ask any of my regular chatters, you'll see that I ramble on like absolutely fucking crazy because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of like opinions on things. I'm just a person who thinks. I literally just sit there and ask why to just about everything. And then I ask why upon the why, or the what, or the when, or the how, and all this kind of stuff. Because it's fun. I enjoy thinking about things. I like trying to understand the world around me any way that I can. And, you know, when you start yapping enough and you really start having like these thoughts in your head and you start processing them in midst of other thoughts and like other thoughts and opinions that you formulated, then you kind of know where to like talk about certain things and you know how to build like a fundamental of who you are as a person. That is why I'm actually pretty comfortable answering the questions that like want apples is giving me, because I feel like a lot of these thoughts, I've had these thoughts before and I know what kind of answer I want to give out upon them. And if anything, I want to be able to elaborate discussion, then just be open to explain myself out there to people. I don't ever want to make it seem like I'm just I'm too reserved or too guarded to talk to you guys. I'm a very, very open book in a lot of different ways. Overall, I just ask that you respect me, please. That's it. Discussion post, trying to talk about things, even maybe some light debate. Yeah, I'm all for it. But don't come in here and be like, oh, male and female avatar. I'm just like, bro, that's not discussion. That's not providing like actual like content that I can work upon. That's just being a nuisance. Like, seriously? You can go anywhere else, but you come here just to be a nuisance. So please don't be a nuisance. If you can do that, then I would love you forever. Oh, that's a man. Pig Bennis official. Oh, that's a man. Hi, I appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed, I'm a man. Nice of you to join us. I just got here and I just think it's really pretty. I don't know if you made yourself, but I personally give you the heart. Hi, Nyan Cat. I appreciate you being here. No, I don't take it as any offense. Like, some people actually do find this avatar hot, and I mean, honestly, like, if I want to continue using this avatar, I'll take whatever compliments I can get. Granted, I'm not a very sexually inclined person, so I will just take that at exact face value. If I'm hot, then, well, hi, chat. But thank you for the compliment. I very much appreciate it. Oh no, I'm late. Hi, Snoo. You're not necessarily late. I'm still here chilling and having a good time. It's Finland. Did I get it right? I gotta go back to work. See you, bro. Bye, S. Graveman. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the insight that you provided. Thank you so much for your discussion. I hope you take care now. It's Finland. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, see, chat. I'm not a stupid Americaner. I know my flags. Finland. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this reference, but in SpongeBob, way back in the earlier seasons, there was this enemy called Doodlebob. Water, real quick, hold on. And they built a massive hole to try to trap him in, but Patrick fell into it. And SpongeBob peeks over the hole, and he asks Patrick, "You okay, Patrick?" Finland! Oh, SpongeBob, good old times, good old times. I honestly lost my train of thought in the process. This is not the most fitting place for such thought. I'm gonna stop for now. Well, Want Apples, I'm still forever grateful that you want to try to have discussion with me. Like, seriously, I am I'm gonna be really honest. In matters of live stream, one of my most favorable things is just talking and having discussion about maybe potentially philosophical things. I like being able to challenge my brain and try to think about questions that people maybe ask me that are like higher level questions per se. The question you provided was a higher level question, and I love higher level questions. I want to be able to find a way to answer them in my own way, or at least articulate my own thoughts, how I may perceive it and how I compare it to the world around me. Unfortunately, as you see, YouTube live stream only allows like 100 characters in the chat at one point in time, so it kind of got like broken off, and that was a little tougher. I will say, oh crap, that's right, my slow mode thing. Oh man, this is the only time where I would say the slow mode is actually not that good. But I really do like it actually. I'm sorry if you lost train of thought, but I hope I was able to answer the question the best I can for you, because I genuinely do want to encourage that. I encourage open discussion for philosophical questions, and overall just asking me things that really make me think. I like thinking this stuff and just overall having a chance to discuss it with you all. Now, granted, I don't want to go on too long tangents because then otherwise I'm going to leave chat behind, but every now and then a discussion like that is really worthwhile to me. So thank you. I do appreciate that a lot, actually. I want to go to Ireland since I have Irish heritage. That would be pretty cool, just me. You should try to go there sometime and see if you have an opportunity to do so. Global communications is an awesome thing the internet made. I will say, I've met a lot of really good non-US people. In fact, there are some non-US people in my, my live streams and my communities as a whole that I'm forever grateful to see, like Eblis, Hysac. There's a couple others too. Why can't I think of them right now? Whatever the case, the point is, oh, and Diddy too. Yeah, I like Diddy a lot too. Whatever the case, I'm very thankful for my non-US people. Like I love just having this chance to be able to just communicate with people around the world as we see fit, and just a matter of convenience. You know what I mean? La la la. Being negative brings bad things. Being negative brings bad things to you, right? Hello, her. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, being negative does bring bad things to me. But that's why the most important thing... my left controller is doing left controller things again. That is not nice. But yes, that's why me personally, I don't try to be a negative person. Now, sometimes I can't help it. Like, negativity rules just about everything. But... you have to be daring enough to be able to say to yourself, okay, I could be negative in this situation, but instead I want to be positive. There's always a chance where you can look at a glass as half full versus half empty. It's really just up to you at that point whether you want to actually look at it like that. So, if I were to challenge you all, potentially, do you want to see the glass as half full, or do you want to see the glass as half empty? For the sake of everybody, and for the sake of, honestly, the world as a whole, I would like to hope you all see the glass as half full. You have to stay positive. You have to stay positive and keep saying positive things. What you say is what you'll get, so stay positive. Thank you, her. I like that. And I very, very much agree. So thank you for saying that, and I'm very forever grateful that you have the opportunity to have to open up about this comment into my chat. Thank you. I love it a lot. Someone invited me. I forgot. I had to put myself in red. I'm sorry, Nexie. I apologize, but I'm live streaming right now. I apologize, Nexie. Hello, Roller. Hello. What the heck am I doing with my life? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I've been here before, but as someone different. That's kind of sus, honestly. And if anything, I may potentially, I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm going to leave it alone for now, and I'm just going to say hi. So, hi. Bomb plus whatever that flag is equals explosion. Sure. Well, I'm just going to say sure, and we'll leave it at that. Ah, there we go. Are you a guy? Are you a gay? Paper011. Hi, Paper011. I appreciate you being here. No, I'm not gay. And effectively, that's literally my choice. Like, I'm heterosexual through and through. Just because you see a female avatar in a VR video game doesn't suddenly mean that I am gay. I am a male in real life, I'm heterosexual, and overall, I embrace myself for who I am. I appreciate you being here, and it's a very interesting question, but I'm glad you felt compelled to ask a question nonetheless. Hi, Yenny Cruz. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I like your avatar. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love my avatar a lot too. Here, let me go over here actually. Even though I technically should be getting off soon, because I told myself only an hour, and I said I had lower energy. But look at the lower energy right now. But this is my avatar. My lovely, sweet avatar. I'm always forever grateful to have the chance to be able to utilize this and use it as my medium to reach out to you all. It's lovely. It's nice. It's cute. It's hot, as someone put it. But overall, it's me. Especially in my virtual reality self. Now again, in my real life self, I am a male. And honestly, if you really wanted me to, I'll go grab my phone and I'll put my real life self on. If you really want me to help extenuate the point. But the point I'm putting right here is that I love this avatar. I love being cute. I am a huge sucker for cute. And if anything, I want to be able to help cultivate that cute environment just as much as anybody else can. And there's nothing saying that I have to be a guy or a girl or gay or transgender or bisexual just to do that. I can be whatever I want. And if anything, I'm going to be happy being me whilst doing it. So, thank you for being here. Hi, Additional Jargon. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, by the way, if I'm going to be standing like this, it's better if I just did this. Look at me. Look at me. Vertical offset down. There we go. That's much better now. Just me. SpongeBob is the GOAT. I love SpongeBob, especially way back when it was the better seasons. I don't know how SpongeBob is these days. When would imagine that they try to bring back a return to form from original SpongeBob. In fact, if I recall correctly, when I was scrolling through Facebook, I saw on the SpongeBob Facebook page they're trying to like mimic episodes from way back when, and try to like basically like get that original formula back to like modern day, which is really, really hard to do. But if SpongeBob manages to pull it off, maybe maybe they can recultivate an audience that is much older because they use the nostalgia to be able to look at it and be like, wow, this is just like old SpongeBob. You know, think about a lot of times, like, I will give another example of something like that, like Call of Duty. Think about Black Ops 7. First off, Black Ops 7 sounds like dog water. So if you're playing Black Ops 7, I hope you enjoy the game. I hope you're having a fantastic time playing it. But let's be real here. Black Ops 7 is basically just Black Ops 6 with the story of Black Ops 2 with some weird like Black Ops 3, like Black Ops 6 hybrid movement. And overall, really, really, really just riding on the huge success that was Black Ops 1. Like, we should have never, ever, ever, ever got to 7 Black Ops at this point. Call of Duty should reinvent with a brand new like title, like not a Modern Warfare, not a Black Ops. But if you think about it, Black Ops 7's ultimate goal was to try to bring return to form, try to be like, this is the biggest Call of Duty yet, but yeah, it's gonna feel so familiar. That's someone trying to take nostalgia and trying to modernize it in the wrong way. Especially since they do so much other crazy things, like potentially they've used AI in their things. And you know, AI is a very contentious subject for a lot of people. It feels like soulless work, or basically taking human jobs away just so, you know, you basically save a couple bucks here and there. It's kind of weird. But overall, like, the matter of nostalgia as a whole is something that people try to captivate on the best they can, for better and for worse. So, yeah. Hi, Faye Wiggins. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. SpongeBob was the only show I'd watch as a kid. Yeah, I would watch SpongeBob a lot too, personally. But overall, it just really has just changed. The sign of the times has really just changed it. Bye, Yanni Cruz. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you subscribing. I never ever... Why did my right controller just turn off? I never ever want to try to force people to feel like they have to subscribe. Like, if you want to, then great. But the fact that you spent time with me here today is all I can really ever ask for. So, thanks for being here, and I hope you take care. Do you know who is Damien Uchikawa? Hi, Lewis and Sage. I appreciate you being here. I can't say I have, unfortunately. If you don't mind, can you enlighten me? Can you enlighten me who that might be, please? Just us three. What the heck am I doing with my life? Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I can have literally nobody in my chat. I'm still gonna talk, and in fact, honestly, that'll just mean I can just yap my time away whenever I want. Hi, King Ghidorah Jr. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I was thinking about this one interesting. How would you rank the second from the one you struggle the most and least? That is a very complicated and elaborate question, and I unfortunately don't really have the energy for that right now, but I do like that question. And honestly, I would ask you, Blitzian, try to put it into I would say serious talk, so I want to try to elaborate on that. Actually, I want to put more thought into it, but unfortunately I can't put that thought right now. Like, I really, at this point, I'm past the hour, and I kind of just want to just get off and chill for a bit. But I still want to be able a chance to reach out to you all and say hi and say what's up and all this good stuff. Admittingly, I did have a lot of fun. I just still am not high energy at the moment. So I do need to take a moment to rest. But I will catch up on chat, and that's my most important part. Cutie. Well, thank you. You're too kind. I'm very thankful to be called Cutie. I appreciate that a lot. You asked again. Oh, I don't know who Damien Uchikawa is. Hi, Benzilla. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to see new people, and I'm always forever grateful to have a chance to be able to spend time with you. I'm serious. Like, I know I'm lower energy right now. Like, this is not my highest energy. My right hand decides it wants to do right hand things again. Like, this is not my highest energy, and a lot of people can tell you that. Like, right now I have a lot of brain fog too. That's really screwing up like my thought process right now. But I'm still just trying my best to be able to be here with you all and just provide some decent conversation. That's very important to me, to make sure I can make you feel accepted and welcome. So, hello. Smart enough to understand, but too dumb to do anything about it. I mean, if anything, like, Philosophy, you can't always put it into practice if you don't even have an opportunity to do so. Like, for example, me as a retail manager, I technically have a chance to put philosophy into practice because I can take what I believe in terms of positivity and instill it upon my associates. And that's very important to me for me to do. I want to value my associates as people, not as numbers or not as workforce or whatever. They are humans first. And I always want to make sure that I cultivate that fact before anything else. So, yeah. Probably not even close to me, but I know if I go on rambling here, there'll be no time for left anything else in your chat live stream. You know what, Apples? I'm very curious about this more potential discussion that you'd want to have. If you want to join my Discord server and actually have more like philosophical talks and questions, we can use them. I have a chat called Serious Talk where I want to open up for like actual matters of like discussion and elaboration and stuff. So if you want to join and we can talk about it, I'll be more than happy to come by and say hi. I forgot where it came from, but I was thinking the fact that for a lot of pollution, we need to take the plane only 3 times our lives. I broke it 10 times. I forgot where it came from, but where there were things. The fact that's only 3 times. You know, plane flying is a very huge convenience. And also sometimes plane flying, if you want to be somewhere accessibly, is the only way you can travel somewhere. Think about traveling from America to Europe or Europe to America. Yes, you can take a boat, but boats take a while. It would take maybe even weeks to cross that whole particular ocean just to get to the other continent. But a plane will do that within 1 day. So, but granted, I feel like if you have like a lot of, if those bigger planes, maybe there's more people, maybe it's less pollution. But I mean, that's probably a really weak excuse to try to give forgiveness to planes. So I don't know. Like, the planes cause a lot of pollution. And they're very convenient in what they offer. So it's really hard to just not be like, well, I can't use planes at all just for the sake of environmental consciousness. Sometimes convenience, I hate to say it, it's a very sad thing to say, but sometimes convenience is more important than the environmental impact that it causes. Now, as I say it that way, we are all coming to terms and accepting that we can potentially find a way to make compromises between the two, between the matter of efficiency and the environmental impact it may cause. Think about solar panels, think about wind power. That stuff is technically not as efficient as, let's say, coal or oil or whatever, but it's still being environmentally conscious and giving us something to work with. And plus, these days, we are finding ways to convert that energy more efficiently so we can use it more efficiently. So we're working those matters out to try to be more environmentally conscious. And you know what? Who knows? Someday, maybe planes will have like solar panels on top of them, or maybe will be ran with less fuel, and overall just help increase the efficiency to ensure that we can have a more environmentally conscious planet. It's very important to me, really. I want to make sure I can be there for the environment the best I can. There's only so much we can do at this point in time, but I feel like technology is getting better slowly but surely, so we can ensure that we can have a more, conscious way how we conduct ourselves in this very world. The flag is the Iranian flag. I think I pretty much understood where you come from that point. Hi, it's me, Star. I'm bi. Hi, Star. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Me, personally, I'm heterosexual, but I will also say that I'm demi-romantic. What that means is I will not find romantic feelings for someone unless I find an emotional connection. I hope it kind of makes sense because me as a yapper, I actually love having conversations with you all. I love being able to have the chance to just have a one-on-one discussion and just get to know you for who you are. That's very important for me, and that's why I love running my social circles. That's why I love running my VR chat events, because overall, I want to ensure that you feel like you're seen and heard, and especially my live streams. Now, granted, they're a little bit faster paced, my live streams, so I have to be a little bit more caught up on it, and it's a little bit harder today because I obviously have lesser energy, but I still want to make sure that I can make sure you all feel seen and heard here as well. Like, the fact that you feel comfortable saying that you're bi means everything to me, and I'm very grateful that you feel comfortable saying so. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for sharing your identity with us. I'm very grateful for it. Hi, Catnob. Cantob. Hi, Can. I'll call you Can. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, roller speed. I love the spin. Whenever I have the opportunity, I just love being able to spin because, I don't know, it's cute, you know? Whee! Yeah. I almost fell and died. Anyways, can I tell? I don't know what you're talking about. What the heck am I doing with my life? I fucking live for that spin. Hi, welcome back, Danielle Ramirez. Why did I say that like that? I fucking live for that spin. Whee! Whee! I don't have enough room right now, honestly. I should probably try to focus on try to like have more room before I even spin, but oh, and I'm kind of a little more disoriented right now where I can't really spin properly or at least balance myself properly. Regardless, mama spin. Hi. Hi Mitsuba! I appreciate you being here. Mitsuba! Your name is all caps, so I'm obviously going to naturally scream your name out. Sorry, but no, you don't me or who I was. I have no idea what you're talking about. And honestly, at this point, if you're just going to sound so cryptic, I'm just going to ignore you. It's as simple as that. Are you talking about never, always, can't, rather than? Yeah, Snoo! Tell them, Snoo. Tell them like it is. Heterosexual male plus female is actually pretty good mix if you accept it. Not only do you appeal to people who you're streaming to, but it's also like, yeah, you are so absolutely right, Juan Apples. I love looking at myself. I love looking at this camera and seeing the cutesy little anime girl that's behind it. But at the same time too, yes, I accept me for who I am. I am a heterosexual male. I am a very confident, strong leader in real life. Just because you may not see it potentially here because I'm being a goofy little girl basically in VR, I actually have a lot of assertiveness. I actually have a lot of dominance, and I wouldn't let people just walk all over me or talk to me any way they want to. I especially do that in live streams sometimes too, because I don't just sit here and be a people pleaser. I only want to be surrounded by people who actually lift me up and motivate me, like you want, Apples. You have very good discussion. I'm very thankful that you take the time to actually mention all of this stuff. Otherwise, some people like, you know, no offense, but what am I doing with my life saying random cryptic bullshit where I'm just like, what do you want me to say to that? Like, seriously, what do you want me to say to that? Can you be, maybe perhaps, just perhaps, can you just be a little less cryptic and more actually collaborative and hanging out with people and just having proper discussion instead of just saying random stuff just to say random stuff? I would greatly appreciate that if you could. Thank you. But regardless, I love being able to just see my own avatar and just speed. Speed. What? Have you seen the giant knife airstrike from the Black Ops 7, right? It was what was it? It was one of the bosses, right? I looked up like the campaign, and it's just a massive machete that lands on the ground. Black Ops 7 campaign is such a goofy campaign. I cannot believe they thought that would fly well with anybody. Especially since you have Battlefield 6, and especially since you have Arc Raiders these days. You have to compete against two shooter games that are basically calling the attention of a lot of other people. And your best solution to it is to have massive machete airstrikes and have a giant guy with red breath attacking you? Oh my god. Call of Duty, Activision, you guys seriously just need to call it quits, and you need to go back to the damn drawing board. You need to not release every year. You need to take a break a year and then actually make a real Call of Duty people want to actually see, not this whatever this gobbledygook garbage that this current Black Ops 7 is. I'm sorry, but it really just seems like they kind of wet the bed with this particular Black Ops, but what do I know, I guess. I hate the character limit too, Want Apples. Honestly, I wish it was wider because I'd like to hear the discussion that you have. Roller, do they see me rolling? They see me rolling. They hatin'. Excuse me, let me try that again. They see me rolling. They hatin'. My voice can't get that deep for some reason, but it can get higher. It can go higher, high. My voice can sometimes get deep though. It's a little easier when I'm not in VR for some strange reason. Maybe because I'm looking at my female avatar and thinking to myself, oh, you have to sound higher pitched voice. Sometimes too, especially as I'm looking at myself in VR, I do speak with a bit of like a twinge of an accent. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. I don't know what causes it, and I don't know what exactly cultivates it, but I'm not really complaining if you catch my drift. Roller, do I want anything from McDonald's? Yeah, can you get me a quarter pounder with cheese? That actually sounds really good right now. In fact, after this live stream, I might actually go to McDonald's and get that. No, actually, I'm going to Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I need to sleep. Good night, everybody. Good night, Evelys. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Fish! I remember there was a... I don't know who that creator guy is, but he has a really funny fish sound. It just sounds like fish. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that guy. He like does like, it's like he takes pictures and they're like stop motion. It's kind of interesting. It's a very interesting way to like do YouTube. Very, very creative, very, very unique. But he has this particular sound every time a fish comes on. It's just fish. But I appreciate you being here, Mipsy. Thanks for stopping by. They see me rolling, they hating. I can actually roll if you guys want me to roll. See? Here. They see me rolling. Okay, I like ran into like my real life objects, like my bed and my beanbag chair, so that probably wasn't the best idea. But technically speaking, I did roll. Roller did roll. Shocker, I know. Hello, Russell. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, 036X. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. Actually, I kind of hate to say it, everybody, but once I get to the end of chat, then I'm going to be getting off, unfortunately. But I'm still forever grateful that you all are here. I want to make sure I join after the stream. I'm kind of scared, though, mostly because the more serious to talk, the more cynical I tend to get, but I restrict myself to part of me. I mean, well, you're continue chatting. I'll look at that in a second. For myself, I think on the level. Well, want apples. I will say, all things considered, I think a lot, and I don't want to exactly say I'm a very philosophical person, but I do put a lot of thought and a lot of wisdom into the things that I say. I invite that kind of conversation in my Discord server. I want to be able to open up to more things that is, no offense, not just specifically brain rotted stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, my miners are very nice friends to each other, and I hope they enjoy each other's company, but a lot of them are just, like, through and through, they're just kids. And I want more like real and open discussion and just chances to be there for each other. Like my mental health and my serious talk. I have a mental health channel too, which I have some people I actually need to respond to in there. Because I want to make sure I can actually do that. Provide a sense of like support and cultivation so we can be there for each other. Or just overall just have discussion about things and, you know, have a chance to debate, you know, see things in a certain matter. And overall just actually like understand the world around us a little bit more because we're actually talking about it. And don't get me wrong, I have a silly talk channel too where you can do a bunch of silly things. You can potentially roleplay if you want. And I have my general chat where they both kind of come together and we're all just chatting and having a good time. I try to make sure I layer my server in a certain way so like the serious and the silly can still coexist with each other. But overall, if they need to be separate, then they can be separate with their own two separate channels. Hi Reaper, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually going to be getting off soon, but I'm still grateful that you're here. Hi King of Minecraft, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You're really the King of Minecraft? Uh-oh. Well, chat, it looks like my, I ran into the wall. That's so dumb. Oh boy, chat. If you guys don't know what's happening, it's, my Quest Pro decides, hey, I don't really want to connect, I don't want to connect to your Wi-Fi router anymore. Instead, I just want to basically, you know, not. Oh, you all can still see me, I see. That's pretty interesting. But anyways, I can still read chat from here. So I just gotta look at this real quick, and I'm gonna go read chat. But King of Minecraft, do you have full netherite armor? That'll be the true test to see if you're actually the King of Minecraft. Hello, Emmett. I appreciate you being here. Bye, Emmett. I hope you're having a great day. Hello, Spacebar Rules. I appreciate you being here too. It's nice to be able to see you actually join one of the live streams. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm gonna be getting off soon. Totally, you should never always do whatever you. Hi, Zombie Pauls. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Again, everybody, I'm so sorry that you're kind of just looking at a music block right now. At the moment, my Wi-Fi has cut off from my headset, so I'm currently waiting for that to come back on. Fine. I was there when you're at your smallest, but okay, ignore me. But anyways, read homework. Read Homestuck. It's great. So I will say this. Actually, you know what? Here, let me get back into this first. All right, everybody. So, oh, you're all over here now. So here's actually what I'm gonna say about that particular comment. Anybody who feels like that they could potentially like hold a sense of extortion over me by saying, oh, I was here when you were at your smallest. I don't want you in my community. Just straight up, just get out, leave, and don't come back. I don't ever want people to feel like, oh, well, you know, if you're gonna say like potentially like insecure things just to try to make it seem like, oh, I have to give you all the attention in the world, when in reality, all you're just doing is admittingly being a nuisance. I'm sorry, you're not providing discussion, you're not talking to other people, you're just saying random cryptic bullshit just to be an attention seeker. No, 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 no. I am not cultivating to that. And I'm not going to sit here and let you say, I was here when you were at your smallest. Okay, great. What do you want me to do? Give you a kiss on the lips or a kiss on the forehead? No, not a kiss on the lips. That's kind of weird. But what do you want me to do? Give you a kiss on the forehead and just caress you and be like, there, there. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for what you've done for me. No. I don't care. You have to be here and you have to actually participate. You're in a live stream. Talk to me. Talk to other community members. Ask me a question. Actually engage and just escape reality. Stop trying to put all the attention on you by saying random stuff that nobody even knows what you're saying. So yeah, I'm gonna ignore it. You're giving me nothing to go off on. You're just saying random stuff. I can literally scroll up. I can literally look at your channel activity. Hold on. Channel activity. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hello, Roller. I've been here before, but as someone different. Roller does yap. Indeed, I do yap. Just us three. Okay, I get that. I understand. You can tell. Sorry, but no, you don't know me who I was. What? Like, who? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? What is all this stuff? Just have discussion. Talk about your life. Talk about your day. Stop being so focused on just trying to be cryptic and weird. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to just relax, vibe, and have a good time. And this is the sole reason why I don't have mods. I handle everything myself personally because I don't ever want to sit there and be like, okay, have a good day, goodbye. No. This is the assertive confidence dominance that you're seeing right now. And I don't want anybody, and I don't mean anybody, to think they can just tell me, oh, I was here at your smallest. Fine. I appreciate your support, but I don't need it anymore. Goodbye. Take care. Anyways, with that being said, have a great day. I hope you're doing well. Tobias Foxington reference? Now's your chance to be a big shot. My brother once tried to get a refund from Activision. Wait, really? Tried to get a refund from Activision and took the AI about 3 weeks to respond. I feel like people are actually struggling to try to get a refund with Black Ops 7, and for good reason, obviously, because who really wants to play that game, honestly, at this point, when you have games like Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, and a ton of other games that really would captivate your attention way better than the same game you played last year, and last year, and last year, and last year. Like, sorry, Call of Duty, but you kind of lost this one, in my opinion. The robot is not getting paid enough, I guess. Yeah, the robot never gets paid enough. Why not? Hi, Fire. I appreciate you being here. You know, you said earlier I think you couldn't be here, but I'm happy that you're here now. I might be getting off soon, though. Sorry for missing so many streams. It's okay, Spacebar Rules. The fact that you're here right now, it means a lot to me, so I'm very thankful that you're here. I'm going to go commit definitely very nice things in America. All right, just me. I'm very grateful that I got to meet you, and I do hope you take care. Have a great day. Wait, but you said you were here before. Regardless, I'm still happy that you're back, and I do hope you take care. I don't have the funds to go to Armenia. Whatface. Hi, Whatface. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Andy Burden. Hi, Andy Burden. I appreciate you being here, too. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Spacebar Edits. I appreciate you being here. Take care. Hi. Hi. Andy Burden, sorry, I kind of fall behind on chat a bit, but I try to make sure I catch up the best I can. I will still say hi to you, and I want to make sure I had the chance to. If you're not here anymore, I understand, but I'm still forever grateful that you still had a chance to be here with me even for just a bit. What's your plans for Thanksgiving? Anything fun? I am actually going back down to hometown, and I'm going to go see my parents, and we're all going to spend time together as a family. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it because I love when my immediate family is all together, all 5 of us. It's always such a lovely thing to be able to just be there with my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister-in-law. It's such a fantastic time for me personally. My left hand doesn't want to behave. It's doing left hand things, chat, as it always does. Sometimes I'm finding myself like resetting this thing quite a few times in one live stream. Honestly, I should really start probably considering just getting like, you know, what is this? Bring the monitor back? Anyways, I can still reach out right here. No, I can't reach out right here anymore. Actually, I still can reach out. Jeez, this left-hand controller is a mess. I'll tell you that much. But other than that, for my plans for Thanksgiving, I just want to make sure that I can be able to be there with my family. That's very important to me. Hello, Roller. Hi, I Love Wine. I appreciate you being here. Damn, who let Pro cook? Yo, he's already burnt. Chill. No, I don't. Listen, I am a person who stands up. Again, I've said it before. I stand up to bullying. If someone wants to try to throw insecurities upon me, no, 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 no. You are basically grabbing the bull by the horns, and you are not gonna like what happens. So trust me, I am all about making sure that people know they cannot try to get to me or get under my skin in any way. If anything, I'm gonna push back if I feel like I need to be comfortable doing so. And it kind of goes back to talking about like, negativity and kind of just like ignoring it. No. This is that one moment in time where I can stand up to negativity and throw my positivity in there in the matter of assertiveness. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to tell people like it is. It's very important to me to be able to do so. He's atomized. Good. I hope it gets burned to the ground even further still. No, I actually don't want that. Eventually, at some point, I stop because I really don't want to be too ruthless to people. Ah, la la la. I'm catching up in chat the best I can. What are y'all favorite type of boss fight? It really just depends. Like, that's a very ambiguous question. I will say my favorite boss fight ever, though, was in Undertale when you fought Flowey. That was an amazing event because I remember I was, what was it? I was young. It was like 2015. And I just finished the main game. This is spoilers, by the way, if you haven't played Undertale. But I finished the main game, and then something happens after you beat the final boss, and then you have to go back into the game. And you're like, what's going on? It's all crazy. And then the game really just turns itself on its head. And you're like, what? Oh my god. And that happened late at night too. So I was scared shitless. But also I was so motivated to just beat that boss. Oh man, what a fantastic feeling. Easily one of my favorite games of all time, Undertale. Great game, great game. Hey, is there any rules? Whoa, hello, your avatar is so peak. Hi, Benora? Hi, Benora Ruins. I appreciate you being here. I'm very grateful that you feel like my avatar is peak. I love my avatar. It's such a cutesy little avatar, and I'm always forever grateful to have the chance to be able to show it off to you all. After all, I love being able to spin with it too. It's so adorable, even though I'm screwed up. My spinning's so bad right now. Like, I can't spin correctly. Is my leg good? My leg good? Then I can spin. Whee! But I appreciate your compliments. Thank you so much for being here. Is there any rules here? Basically, all I can ask for is just be respectful. Don't show any insecurities. Don't try to bring drama here. Overall, just have fun, vibe, be yourself. Also, I will also say just don't be too depressing if you can help it, please. Like, I want to be able to hear you out and hear your concerns and problems, but if you be too depressing in a live stream, I've come to notice that it brings everybody else down, and I really don't want that to happen. I want to provide a positive and safe chat for you guys to just relax, vibe, have fun, escape from reality, and just be there for each other on this random Thursday night. I always love saying random X night. It's always nice to me. That's what makes me random slandom. Anyways, you randomly got suggested to me. Random slandom. Random slandom. Random slandom. Well, I'm very happy that YouTube decides to recommend a degenerate like myself out to you all. Okay, I shouldn't be that mean to myself, but overall, I'm still very thankful that you're here. Thanks for stopping by. Hello. Hi, Andrew. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Tricky Tony strikes again. That is the attitude I wish I could regain, honestly. Want apples? I hope, if anything, if you like want to join my server or join my live streams more, I hope I can help you find a way to just recultivate that confident attitude. The attitude where you can stand up against people who are just trying to make you feel bad or upset about yourself. I will never ever sit here and tolerate that anymore, ever again. And I will never ever let it affect me personally. Because by the end of it all, that's how people want to get under your skin. That's how they want to manipulate you. That's how they want to make you, basically make you theirs. And like I said way earlier in the chat, everybody, you are your own person. And I always encourage you all, if someone's manipulating you or controlling you, pulling the strings on you, I heavily suggest you cut yourself free, please. That's very, very important. Hi, Sandrina Lindor. Hi, Sandrina Lindor. I appreciate you being here. What happened? So, there was a user earlier. They were acting rather cryptic, they were acting rather weird, but then I had to talk to them because I'm like, hey, listen, do you actually want to have actual discussion, or are you just going to keep saying random weird stuff that I really don't know how to elaborate on? Or you're not even talking to anybody in chat, you're just existing, saying random stuff, being an attention seeker. So When I told them that, they were like, oh, well, you know, I was there when you were at your smallest. I'm like, and my response to that is, okay, that's great. That's fantastic. I appreciate your support. But if you're going to have that kind of attitude going forward, then I don't want you in my community anymore. It's as simple as that. Like, I'm not going to let people impose their insecurities and manipulation tactics on me and think I'm not going to talk about it. I am definitely going to talk about it because I want to make sure I show you all that I don't let gaslight or manipulation control me. I'm my own person, and I'm never going to let anybody make me feel bad or make me feel upset just because they think they want to try to get under my skin. It's very important that I show you all this because I want you all to be able to do it yourselves too. Roller wants heart-shaped object. I had a game today, so that's why I wasn't here. Well, I'm still happy that you're here now, Fire. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Blue Hand. I appreciate you being here too as well. Have a good night, Roller. I posted a question in Serious Talk. Hi, Blitzian. I hope you take care. Have a great day. Did I just come here at the end? Sander don't need to know. Hi, Sander, don't need to know. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You kind of sort of did. Once I catch up on chat, then I'm going to be leaving. However, I'm still very grateful that you're here right now, and I'm honestly very, very ever happy. Words, am I right? I'm honestly very forever happy that you took the time to at least chat and say hi. So thank you. Hi, Jelly Sandwich again. Clanker? Who you calling a clanker? I ain't no clanker. You're the clanker, because technically you're a protogen, aren't you? Yeah, clanker. You furry clanker. That's what you are. Hey. Oh, that's right. You're still talking about the horse racers, blah, 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 blah. I forgot about that. Fillion is very lost. Hi, Sickly Sucho? Sickly Sucho? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Well, technically speaking, I'm not Fillion, but I use the same avatar base that Fillion does. So I wouldn't necessarily blame you for thinking that I may look like a Fillion. Honestly, I actually saw it one time where someone's like, oh, all the Rindos, which is the base name for this particular avatar, they're all just Fillion clones. And I'm like, I get it. Well, Fillion is someone I actually look up to and I very much appreciate. So it's almost kind of like a flattering comment when people say they refer me to Fillion, but at the same time too, like I don't ever see it as an offense. Sometimes people like someone calls me sometimes a Fillion from Temu, and I think that's actually pretty funny in my opinion. But I don't ever see that as like a insult. So if you see the correlation between the two, I will say about Fillion, she has way more energy than I do. Like, I don't have any of the energy that she does. Plus, I also can't do, like, flips or whatever that she can do. I personally can't, because I'm, like, an old man. You know what I mean? Ah! Who is getting roasted? Their name, if you all want to know who got roasted, their name is literally this. I kid you not. Their name is, what the hell am I doing here? That is literally their name. And you know, they were saying, I come here often, but as a different name. In fact, Blue Hand, that just might be the Crimson Checkpoint, potentially. And I'm kind of glad that they left before you got here, in my opinion. It might have potentially been a Crimson Alt. Potentially. I didn't get the full answers, but whatever the case, they're gone now. So that's all I care about. I shall dance casually. Me too! I can dance casually too! Oh my god, why is my balance so off right now? Like, it seriously is. Like, I can't close my eyes and balance properly. But this isn't really music to dance to. This music right here is called Rainy of Galaxy. If you all can see in the back. It's kind of hard to see because the camera's like looking at me specifically. There it is. It's called Rainy Galaxy. I actually like this for this particular room. My underwater bedroom. My lovely underwater bedroom. But overall, I can't really dance to this. But I still dance a little bit just in case. I have really strong mood swings. That's fine, if anything. You know, as long as you just know how to regulate them in the appropriate areas, if that makes sense. So again, is a no depression rule, for lack of a better term, only for live streams or in Discord? I don't want to okay, it's actually good that you mentioned that. I don't want to like decline such an opportunity on Discord because I have a mental health channel to help people, like if they are depressed, to give a chance to be able to talk about themselves and open up so they can have support come their way. A lot of my community members actually talk to each other, especially when they use mental health to try to talk about their own thoughts and feelings. And more often than not, I try my best to also chime in there too, so I can help you all out wherever I can. But in the live streams itself, because it's so like surface level, in my opinion, the Discord is more deeper level, but the live stream is more surface level. While I want to try to provide discussion and good times and all happy memories and all that good stuff, the matter of depression here is I will see it, I will acknowledge it, I will try to help the best I can, but eventually I have to be honest with myself and be like, I'm sorry, but you kind of have to either decide, like, you have to either kind of put the depression aside, or I have to time you out. Sorry, not sorry. It's just to make sure that I can keep positivity in the chat as best as possible. And I hope for anyone that I ever do that to, I really truly hope they understand. This is my chat. These are my rules that I make, and these are the boundaries that I establish, just to ensure that everybody else can have that sense of peace and comfort in my own live streams. It's not necessarily both, Blue Hand. Like, if anything, if I were to say, depression matters can happen in Discord, but overall, like, we have to make sure we work through it the best we can for those people who maybe feel depressed. Oh, you're talking about the mood swings too. Hi, Momo. Hi, Momo Koneko. Hi, Momo Koneko. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm very grateful that you're here. English is hard. Sometimes, did you just not hear the word salad that I had happen a little bit earlier? Granted, my mind's not in the right headspace right now to be like rambling and yapping like I am, but I'm really just trying my best, honestly. Oh, sorry I'm being persistent, but I don't know if you answered my question, but what time do you usually start streaming? Oh, it's okay, Reaper. I'm very sorry that I missed your question, actually. I don't really have set times when I stream, but usually if I do decide to live stream in a given day, well, first off, I'm gonna start posting my if I want to live stream that day, I'm gonna post it really early in the day so you all know when I actually want to do it. Today was kind of an exception. I posted it like no, I posted it around like at noon, I think, so that's fine. But if I'm gonna live stream, then I intend to post it way earlier so you all can know. But usually I live stream around the time between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And that's like my preferred times really to live stream. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST, mind you. So keep that in mind as well. I wonder how you wrote the message in my language. My fears have been quenched. Oh, you were talking about to jelly sandwich. I wish I was outgoing as anyone. I wish I was as outgoing as like anyone in the chat. Whatever the case, Pokeboy, you don't have to be super outgoing. Just have good discussion. And in fact, saying that out there is just a good way for me to assure to you that I still appreciate you chatting. The fact that you chat says a lot more about you than you might realize. There are some people out there that are way too scared to chat sometimes, but the fact that you put yourself out there and gives me a chance to talk to you speaks a lot more courage than you might realize. So give yourself some credit. You actually do some pretty good things yourself, in my opinion. Soon I shall return once more and bring across my comedic wise my psychotic messages. Well, just me, if anything, I'm all for it. Just make sure we be respectful as possible to other people. Jester dance. You've been doing that. You've been saying that a lot, Blue Hand. Roller's approaching the end of chat. Yes, I am approaching the end of chat. Roller, when I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it turned from day to night on 2 minutes. Really? Interesting. Are you insinuating that you're saying that when you watch the movie, it lasted so long that it went from daytime to nightfall? At least that's what I'm gathering about it. I mean, day doesn't turn to night in just 2 minutes, if that makes sense, you silly sandwich, you. I wish you well, old friend. And I wish you well too, just me. I hope you do take care, and I appreciate seeing you again. Define depression then. I'm really confused as to why I'm not timed out yet. I think you don't sound, in my opinion, you don't sound depressed. You sound like you're giving discussion. Depression is someone coming in and being like, guys, I've had a really hard day today. Or no, excuse me. It's more pronounced than that. People just coming in and be like, man, there's nothing worth it in life. Life really sucks. It's all terrible. There's no hope for me in this world. It's absolutely terrible, absolutely disgusting. Oh man, I don't want to deal with life anymore. It's so sad, so pathetic. I don't see a purpose in life anymore. That's depression that I will not tolerate in my live streams. And believe it or not, I've had people come in before, and I've done a very similar thing where I absolutely shock them out of it because I go on a really long ramble as to why they should not do that. There are a lot of younger kids come in and they basically just have like depression episodes. But The issue here is that a lot of these people who have those depression episodes and feel comfortable doing so in a live stream space like this, these are the kind of people that just do this all the time to everybody around them. And the scariest part about something like that is that they do it because they want attention on them. They are being attention seeking. Like, they are depressed, they're upset, they're sad, sure, but they're saying all this, they're doing all this, not to actually help themselves, but to basically be like, hey, you, I'm depressed, you should give me your attention so I feel a little bit better about myself. But the saddest part is, you can give them attention all you want, you could try to give them support, you could try to tell them positive things, but they will never, ever actually fix themselves. Some people want to just stay depressed for the sake of being depressed, and I don't want that in my live stream. I will try my best to provide positive words, I will try my best to provide support, I will try my best to provide the next steps you may be able to take to get out of your potential depression, but if you don't want to do any of that, I'm sorry, but I don't want your vibe in my chat. It's as simple as that. Now, granted, you can maybe do that in a Discord server, because at least it gives us a chance to talk to you and discuss about these matters and maybe figure out what's getting you so down so we can help you lift back up and make you feel better about the world. But if you're just in my live stream trying to expect free therapy out of me, as if like I need to give you all the attention in the world and ignore everybody else in the chat, that's no. I will not allow that. Juan Apples, what you're providing, I say is discussion, not depression. Just because you think it is doesn't exactly mean it is, in my opinion. And I'm very grateful that you provide this insight into my chat, and I'm very happy that I have a chance to elaborate on it. So, truly, I'm thankful that you're here, and it's really nice to have you spy, honestly. Roller, before stream ends, can you always don't... Oh my gosh. Thank you, Snoo. I appreciate your word salad. Hi, Nat P. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, you shall bot pass. I wonder if I'm bread, so I'm a baguette. Jelly, if you want to be a baguette, then please, be whatever baguette you so please. I hope as long as you do it to the best of your ability. Man. Man, but that's exactly my thoughts. I haven't expressed them here. And I understand. I get that. If anything, I will give you this credit. I'm trying to get my water. I'll give you this huge credit. Thank you. I appreciate you trying to keep some sort of peace in the chat. With that being said, if you have some thoughts that are going on in your mind, I have a mental health channel on my Discord server, and we can find a way to have other people discuss with you and chat with you, and overall just try to find a way so we can understand you a little bit better. Like, share stories, share details, share a little bit about yourself. We want to make sure we can be able to cultivate and support you for who you are. And I'm very, again, very grateful and very happy that you, I would say, inhibit yourself well enough to provide discussion, not depression. There's a huge difference here. And if anything, I'm, again, very happy that you actually participated, collaborated, actually made the live stream more engaging and more invigorating. Not make it so we have to all look at you and be like, this person's just basically being depressed and doesn't really want to do anything about it. All they just want is attention. I've had people in my live streams like that before. And again, I've like been assertive against them because I just don't like that. I've seen how some live streams where people are so depressed and so sad, it makes the live streamers crash out. It makes the audience feel very depressed and sad themselves. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. So overall, I take a stand against it just to make sure I can preserve the positivity of my live streams. And that's how I see it in particular. And I'm very, very thankful that you can see that too. Thank you, Juan Apples. That does mean a lot to me. I can see you as a bread roll. Hey, you want to actually see me roll? Look, ready? Look at that. Look at that. I rolled, everybody. I rolled. I'm Roller. Sir Roller, you stole my dumpster, and now I messed with my notebook. Well, I'm sorry, Fire. I don't want you living in a dumpster. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll give you like a week trial in my walls, because I apparently have like 5 other people living in my walls already. What's another person at this point? You know what I mean? Hi, Princess All. I'm happy to see you again. I hope you're taking care. It's good to see you. Hello, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Become a mime and imagine yourself a $1 million mansion in a place dumpster. Okay, what I get a lot is you're insufferable. We provide a ton of sessions for you, and you just don't accept any of it. So I'm not far from those people you're talking about. So I still, at least in Discord side, because it's more slower paced, I still want to try to find a way to figure out who you are. It sounds like to me, as you're talking to me right now, you don't sound like that kind of person. At least not in my opinion, because you're actually articulating yourself really well and are even being aware of what other people say about you. In my personal opinion, I think that tells me I have a chance to try to figure out who you are, or maybe have a chance to make you feel more accepted and comfortable in an environment that actually wants to know you for who you are and to allow you to be yourself. So I kind of actually sort of challenge you to come to my server and maybe talk about yourself, or maybe just get to know the people in the server and overall just enjoy yourself and have fun. But overall, like, if you feel like you're a depressed person, I have people that actually want to reach out and hear you out. So I invite you to my server. I genuinely do. Who are you? Hi, 2D Real. I appreciate you being here again. Guys, my crush likes you back. I'm very happy for you, Blue Hand. I'm very, very happy for you. By the way, my name is Faceless, but you can call me No Face if you want. Hi, Faceless. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately, I may be getting off soon because I do need to go get food soon, actually. Bye, Reaper. I appreciate you being here. I hope you take care. And I live in your walls too. Faceless, like, you gotta sign up, man. Like, I have like 3 other people I gotta like do applications with, and I gotta get the security deposit fee. I gotta charge rent. I gotta make sure I pay the utilities bill. It's all sorts of silly, crazy things. But I'm also very happy that you like my avatar. Every time someone says they like my avatar, I like to do a spin. So spin. Gotta do the roller spin. You know what I mean? Wee. Wee. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment a lot. I'm not falling behind. I'm literally right here. You have to give me 800 muffins a month? No, you give me 800 muffins a month. What are you talking about? I will leave a bird on your table now every single day. What kind of bird will you leave? I want to, can you leave a blue jay? I would love if a blue jay could be on my table every single day. That'd be so nice. That'd be lovely, actually. Rolla, may I live in the floor? You know what, Jelly? We can actually discuss and negotiate those terms. Like, at this point, someone's gonna live in my ceiling, someone's gonna live in my wall, someone's gonna live in my floor. Pretty soon, someone's just gonna live in my... Everybody's gonna live somewhere. Everybody's gonna have a home somewhere, all of my objects. My bed, my beanbag chair, my even my laptop, my desktop in some way. Everybody's just gonna live somewhere, and I'm basically gonna be surrounded by my lovely community members at all times, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I do love you all, and I appreciate you all so very much, so maybe I'm not too opposed to it. Is the attic taking? There you go, Pokeboys. We'll talk about this another time. We'll talk about another live stream. Whee! Whee! Ah! Whee! Whee! Yeah. Ah. Ah. Okay, I guess I have my energy back at this point. But whatever the case, I'll have a closet. Okay. You do specifically have time to talk, if at all. I don't have much trust in people I have no familiar with. One thing you have to say is, hello, Godzilla YG. I appreciate you being here. Am I gay? No. And honestly, I understand where you're getting that from because I am a male in a female avatar in a virtual reality video game. But to answer your question, no, I'm not gay. I am actually heterosexual. Thank you. Start a conversation all new with new people I'm not even so sure about. Well, Want Apples, I don't really open discussion in DMs like I've mentioned earlier, because then if I open discussion for DMs with everybody, then I get overwhelmed with messages from everywhere, and I really don't want that to happen. If anything, I invite discussion in my channels, and I have the mental health channel you have to actually sign up for or like put a role into in order to be a part of it. So we are there, and we want you to be as comfortable as possible, so please take your time to open up as comfortable as you feel. Otherwise, you could join me in serious talk, and we could just talk about some random matters like philosophical stuff. I'm always happy to do that too, actually. Spin. Hi, Oz. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. That seems so fun. Adorable. And did you rig your model or you get it commissioned? Actually, I have an avatar creator, and I found this avatar randomly on Prismic's avatar search, but there were some like problems I saw with it, so I reached out to them, and apparently they didn't have the original avatar anymore, so they had to remake it from scratch, which is actually a good thing because they added this white shirt and they added face tracking as well. So all of this you're seeing right now is because I actually have eye and face tracking, and I love it so. Like, it adds a lot more expression to my character, and I'm always forever grateful to have all of this, especially thanks to my avatar creator. So yeah, I have someone who helps me work with it, and they're actually a very good friend of mine, and I appreciate them so. Blue Jay is gonna be the bird, but you may see Hunger Games book on the table. That's fair enough. Yeah, what I'm talking about is talking to the channel, not DMs. That's fair enough, Want Apples. I want to make sure that you can feel as comfortable as possible as you see fit, and we can have this discussion another time. But anyways, chat, I think glad I caught the stream for the first time in a while. Unfortunately, Oz, I am actually getting off like right now, basically. And what I'm curious about is how willing you are to chime in. I'm actually really willing to chime in to most mental health things because I want to make sure I can put my opportunities, my positive instillment out there for every single one of you, especially mental health. Now, granted, I've kind of fallen behind because I have to read upon what some other people have said, but I will get up with them. Serious talk, maybe not so much, but mental health, yes. Because mental health is very, very important to me, and I want to make sure I can be able to cultivate it the best I can. Just be very mindful. I am still not a therapist, so if you have discussion where it seems like, you know, there's a lot of matters where it's like maybe a little too intense, or maybe I'm not getting towards you, that's the reason why. I don't really know these, like, I would, like, don't take this out of the wrong way, chat, but I don't really know these like penetration tactics to figure out how to get into a person's mind. I just try to be nice and accepting to people so they can feel comfortable and deep to me. My left controller is warm. My left controller turned off. I see how it is. But anyways, I pretty much have caught up. I'll answer Faceless's question. I am on VR. It's okay, and I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate you being here, Faceless. I'm very happy that you're here. It's just that, oh wait, my left controller may not turn back on because, oh, it's turning back on right now. But no, by all means, and I always want to make sure I'm very, I'm open and accepting to new users, like Want Apples and you, Faceless, and other people who join along, because I always want to make sure I can cultivate an environment where I accept you all. I want to embrace you all. I want you to feel like, I don't ever want you to feel like you're ignored or you're, you know, you're not acknowledged. You know, when I get bigger, it's going to be harder to be able to do, but I will try my best while I can right now, while I'm still a smaller VTuber, to be able to acknowledge every single one of you. It's very important to me, and I'm very glad that you feel comfortable asking me these questions. I love questions personally. Maybe next time when I live stream, you can join again and you can ask more questions. But I will say this, everybody, I'm going to cut off here because it's almost 2 hours from now. I usually only stream for 1 hour, but, I obviously was having really discussion with Want Apples and Faceless and everybody else. If your stuff is like really serious and deep, like it talks about maybe like matters of like, you know, hopelessness, like, you know, like I can't really say it out loud because YouTube's gonna get me, but or like matters of like real depression, crippling depression, or maybe even stuff like related to like, you know, like relationship abuse or all this kind of stuff, mental health, that's preferable. Serious talk is more for like, you know, philosophical discussion, or maybe you had a hard day and you just want to vent about your hard day. That's what serious talk is for. So you can post all your stuff in mental health and I'll be able to read it when I can. You want to say something? Sure, go ahead and say it real quick. But then after that, I have to get off. I need to go eat food. I need to do a couple other things before I actually had to go to bed. So go ahead, you can say something real quick. I'm just glad I caught up the chat. It took me an hour later to catch to the chat, but I caught up the chat. Here I am. Anyways, yes, Want Apples, what would you like to say? Oh my god. Yeah, now I really still had to get off, but as Want Apples is typing, I'm going to say this. I appreciate every single person that has joined. I'm very forever grateful to have this chance to be able to just live stream. Even if I'm lower energy right now, I feel a lot more invigorated because, you know, having lovely discussion with you all, just having the chance to meet new people and really make that impact and impression upon all you is so important to me. And I'm forever grateful to be able to have this chance with you all. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. It means everything to me. Professional help doesn't cut it for me, and not even because I don't like it, because I'm broke and I can't get paid therapy, only free fizz. I will say, I was talking about this yesterday, and I don't want to trash talk therapy, but like, I feel like a very therapeutic thing is just having a friend that actually cares and actually wants to get to know you more. I think that's more therapeutic than an actual therapist, in my opinion. Even though therapists do try to get to know you and try to figure out your problems, but overall, like, having a good friend is way better than just honestly going to therapy, in my opinion. But that's just me. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if anything, I always say this at the end of every live stream, before you all go out for your days next time, please make sure you provide one piece of positivity to someone around you. Whether it's a really good friend, a family member, a teacher, a coworker, whatever it may be, give that sense of positivity. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you're having a great day. Whatever it takes, however you want to do it, please do that for me.
I hope you all take care. And I appreciate that, One Apples, at this point, but I'm done reading chat now. So I appreciate you all very much. I'm very, very thankful for the time that we had, and I'm very happy to be able to just be here with you all on this random Thursday night. I hope you all have a good night, and I hope you all take care. Goodbye.